Hey everyone, it is Trucker Wayne with Driver Solutions, giving C1 some love today here on Memorial Weekend. So hey, hopefully everybody's doing or is safe out there today. I stopped early. I got 450 miles in. It was getting already pretty crazy out there. Saw a couple accidents, but one was a pretty bad one, and they looked like, I don't know, I wasn't there, I just saw the aftermath, and it happened a little bit before I got there, but a truck had rear-ended an SUV, and the truck was still there, and right in the middle lane too, and it was pretty smashed up, and the car had pulled over and all the windows. So you know, that was just one thing that I saw, and I saw another accident before I stopped. So on days like today, I'll get as many miles as I can, but man, when it really gets busy, I call it a day, man. I've always been that way. You know, just I get off the roads and let them do their thing. So I'm a little behind, but not much. I'm gonna be on time tomorrow. Just I didn't get as many miles as I wanted today, but I still got 450 in. So as I mentioned, I hope everyone's being safe out there. This it's saying Happy Memorial Day, right? But the thing is if you're a flatbedder, and I wanted to go over this, you know, a little bit, but if you've noticed something behind me here, I think a flatbedder who's been into business for a while will know it's a little different. This load here, it's 43,000 pounds, and it goes from higher to lower in the back. So I always try to help people. I always try to talk to people about how can you become a better truck driver? How throughout your day, how can you get more miles? How can you just be a better trucker all the way around? And one of the things I've been talking about is controlling your anger, right? And I've been known, not lately, it's really the last year or two has really calmed down for me, but I have been known to be a little bit of a hothead when things don't go exactly the way I want them to go. But when I picked up this load in Ohio, the thing about it was I made it with 10 minutes to spare. A person stayed late to load me, right? So there wasn't like I had a whole lot of, you can see how I'm hanging over just a little bit in the back, but and I suck at tarping, by the way. Never have been good at tarping ever, but I do pretty good at not getting stuff wet. But, so, you know, there's not a whole lot of argument that I can do with the guy. He's the only one there. The actual person that cleans up the place was gonna give me the BOL when I was done after they saw that I had tarped the load. Super nice people there. But when he started loading me, and it was getting up there, and then he came back down over here, he had loaded this part, and then he stopped. And he said, I'm done. And anybody who's been in the business long enough knows that, you know, most of that weight, I can carry way more weight on the back. I'm like 6'9", 6,900 empty weight in the back, and I'm like 11'9" in the front there on the drives. So basically, you try to put more weight on the back. So when he got done, I looked at it, and I could see right away. I was like, oh, well, you know, I can put more stuff on the back there. Can we move it back? And he wasn't arguing with me, but he was like, this is what I do with all these tandems like there. And I personally think he thought that, I don't know what he was thinking, because I didn't want to argue with him, but I thought that maybe that's the way he did it for split axles. And I'm not a split axle, I know exactly how much. So I was like, hey, I could tell by my gauges. I've been doing this a while. I've told you, I've only had to go back once to get it shifted. And with this trailer, it's pretty easy. At 43.9, I've got 6,000 pounds, man. That's like a Grand Canyon, man, on a flatbed. That should be easy. I knew I was overweight on my drives when he loaded me. So we're talking, and he didn't really want to believe me about the way he did it. It was right. And this is where, when you're flatbedding, you really have to be careful how you talk to the high-low driver, but I was overweight. So I got the ticket out for my empty weight and showed him, and he kind of still looked at me like I was, you know, like I was wrong. I said, look, we got to do something. I'm not leaving, I'm not tarping until we do something that you're okay with it. And then he kept going on. Well, what he did was, he didn't move the stuff up there. What he did was shift everything back. I don't know the reasoning and all that, but when he shifted it, it got a little bit behind the back there. I could tell by my pressures, it was going to be close. It was going to be really, really close. And it sure was. When I weighed this out, and I meant to bring my scale ticket. I'm going to do that on my other page. I'll bring my scale ticket out. But it was the drives 33.1. So I knew that. I knew he had to shift it to get me legal. And one of the things that you learn quickly in this business is it's your equipment, you run it, we run it, and it's very important that you don't argue too much. Well, if I would argue too much with him, I wouldn't have gotten loaded, and then I would have been there until Tuesday. So it's just a give and take. I was trying to figure out what exactly he was thinking and why he was wanting to argue with me about my weight, because that's why I brought my empty my ticket out to show him. You know, you can put so much more on the back. I truly think that I thought that maybe he was thinking I was a split axle, and that's not the case. So I'm glad that I made him move it back. It didn't make any sense to me why he just didn't move the top to the back, but I got legal. That's the most important thing, and then I got out of there and did my reset. So this is Trucker Wayne with Driver Solutions, with a positive path to trucking success. If you're thinking of getting into this business, if you've watched me a while and think that's what I want to do, and you can come to our page and see the positive side of how to succeed in this business, check out www.greatcdltraining.com. Tell them Trucker Wayne sent you. You can check me out at www.truckerwayne.com or my Facebook page, Trucker Wayne. It's growing big. So thanks to everybody on this Memorial Day weekend. Thank you for everyone for coming to my page. I've had a lot of people say thank you for my service today. As I mentioned before, this holiday is for the people that have passed away, that have served in the armed forces. It's not about me at all, but people still like to say thank you for the military service. That's Veterans Day. But you know, so thank you for everyone that's here on my page, watching me, that has supported me. We have really kicked it into gear the last 2 years, and the last year has been a lot of fun, getting a lot of good feedback. Keep it going. This is Trucker Wayne, and I am out.